We've just had the Irish Taoiseach, Prime Minister Nigel Farage there in the chamber discussing the future of Europe, finished with a huge standing ovation from the left and the centre and the right. Old Juncker was beside himself with joy, said he couldn't add anything to the speech that Farage had given. This guy, when he was young, worked for the European People's Party, a deeply integrationist political party within the European Union. He is a true devotee and believer in the project. I mean, so much so, he's even signed Ireland up for military cooperation. What I think was very interesting was the bits on Brexit. He said he has a great regard for the United Kingdom. His mother and father met, married in England. He's got English nephews and nieces. But it's clear that he believes in the European project so much that actually, rather than arguing that Ireland desperately needs a free trade deal with the United Kingdom, particularly in agriculture, where in some sectors 80% plus of their goods are sold within the United Kingdom, but actually he's sticking with the line of European solidarity. So he's prepared, in my opinion, to put his devotion to the European project above that of the interests of Irish farmers and other businesses. And I think it's very interesting. He even says that Ireland's now a contributor to the European Union, but he's prepared for them to pay more. He talked about a Marshall Plan for Africa. I'm not sure how Irish taxpayers are going to feel about that. And I just get the feeling that whether it's the Good Friday Agreement, whether it's the border, whether it's trade, that he is part of an attempt by this place to make Brexit as difficult as possible. And that, of course, plays into the hands of the Cleggs and the Blairs and the Soubries and the Chuckaramunas, who are desperate, and Savint's Cable. They're desperate for an exit to Brexit. They're desperate for a second referendum. And the way I see this going over the next few months is they make it really, really hard for the deal that gets put forward to be passed for the House of Commons. So I very much stand by what I said last week. I don't want a second referendum. It's the last thing we need. We shouldn't even be discussing it. But I do fear that there is a level of collusion now between the British establishment and people here, including the Irish Taoiseach, to try and delay Brexit, to obstruct Brexit, and to make the deal as difficult as it possibly can be. I really do get the feeling this is unfinished business. And you know what? I've seen it all before. I saw the Irish reject the Lisbon Treaty and be forced to vote again. So I'd say to everybody out there that's a leaver, don't be complacent. Don't think it's a done deal. There's more work to be done.